Hey everyone, my name is Landon. We are on our way to visit a property for the very first time. My brother and sister are going to be at the property. We get asked a lot of questions. What do we specifically look for in a vacation rental? Today we're going to take you along with us and show you what that looks like. Here with my siblings, this is my brother Reece and Heather. We are at the property. Reece is actually the one that found this location, so I'm gonna let him explain a little bit what he had seen in it.
Yeah, so found it online on Marketplace of all places, and it had a cool cabin feel, and it was in Landon, South Carolina, which is a huge tourist area. And so we're like, well, let's check it out. So here we are.
Tourist area.
It's literally the #1 small town friendly.
Landon?
Yes,
Okay.
in the US.
Okay, so here on the outside, just a couple of things that we're gonna do. Typically, I'm always pulling up my phone right away. So I'm looking at Land Glide and I'm checking the boundaries of the location to know the lay of the land, how much room and property we have around here. So I can kind of see where it's at based on this. I can kind of have very much a visual of where we're going on the outside. So then you are looking as well, you're driving in. What I'm looking for is what does the drive look like? Because the way I feel it for the very first time is how clients are gonna feel it as well if they're coming for the first time to visit the property. So we're gonna see, are there views anywhere? Do I have any views from the property itself? And is there room on the property for expansion of amenities such as pool, hot tub, sauna, games, etc.? Anything else you guys wanna add?
Let's take a look.
All right, we're gonna grab some first impressions. We're starting outside, checking out that space, and then we'll head inside after.
This property here is strictly a cash flow play is what we'd be going for with it. It's no other kind of connection in any way. It would strictly be a cash flow based on purchase price, because the purchase price is not bad comparative to what we can add to it and how much value that we can add from a rental perspective. So that's our play here with this, is a big time cash flow for a property of this nature.
I think a pool would add a lot. So the property in Landon that had a pool like right out the back area.
You know what would be an easy option though, is to just do, like if you did a pad here with a hot tub, you could do your putting green with a chipping green right back here, and that would be a simple addition.
So a big thing that we talk about a lot of time, your money shot, your hero shot, is going to be what amenities can I add to a space somewhere, and ideally it's gonna be on the outside. And then I'm gonna be picturing my photos. So if my photo is taken with a drone over top here, whatever I can add in this shot here is gonna be better for that hero shot. So i.e. pool, sauna, hot tub, string lights, that sort of thing. That's a big thing that you're looking for.
A couple kitchen things we noticed: there's not a pantry in this space, but this is going to be a short-term rental, and because people aren't living here, you don't need a lot of food storage area, so that's not a big deal. There's also a really great closet located right in the hall here that we could put an electronic lock on and make our maid's closet, so keeping eyes open for stuff like that is always very useful. So the big thing we always say when checking out a space is people don't want to go on vacation to stay at their property somewhere else. They also don't want to go on vacation and stay at your home somewhere else. They want to go stay at a space that was designed specifically for them. So when we're checking out a place like this, we always look for opportunities to make it unique as a vacation home, what it's going to look like, or make it stand out on listings, stuff like that. So that's what we're checking for when we do the interior walkthrough, as well as all the regular checkups that you would do if you're purchasing a home just for you to live in.
Got some new floors back here. The floors look decent.
This is a big bedroom if you wanted.
Big old master bedroom here. Primary bedroom, apologize.
You could add
so yes, the
extra
primary
bed
is
or
very
two there.
big. You could probably add another bed over on this side or game space depending. So depending what we find upstairs, we could make a primary bedroom upstairs so that we can sleep more people in this space. This is a 3-bedroom home, so instead of just sleeping 6, maybe we can get another bed here, which could get your bed count up to, sleep count up to 8, maybe even to 10, depending on the rest of the size.
They have all different colored light bulbs.
Yeah.
Landon's pet peeve.
One of my biggest pet peeves are when you have yellow light bulbs, you have a white light bulb, which is right outside here. It drives me nuts when everything is all across the board. I like everything to be the same, primarily 3000 Kelvin. I'm a big fan of that, but it does depend on the property itself. A more modern home does tend to lend itself to more of a white, natural light feel. But that's always something that we can easily change with either light bulbs and or light fixtures.
So we're looking in the attic here just for structural support to see if we can do a cathedral ceiling to boost the life in here, make it feel 10 times bigger, or possibly a loft. You never know.
So another thing that we look at are closet spaces. What can we do with closet spaces? So primarily, if you picture with me, you have this shut. You never know what's behind there. But if you open this up, you take these doors down, you take these shelvings out, because most people don't put all their clothes away. A lot of times they will live out of their suitcase on vacation. We can take this off, we can wallpaper this back wall. We have a light in here, So if this is wallpapered, we could stick a desk in here, and now you have light over it, you put a chair, you have a monitor, and now it's a workspace for somebody. I could do a chair, make a little reading nook out of it. I could put kids' toys in here or something. So now, no doors, I can take a photo of all this space, and now it's another potential booking converter. As compared to that. Nobody just takes pictures of that and wants to book as a result of that. So that's a little trick for you guys. So this is a great spot just to be looking. This was obviously added on after the fact, but we have a heater that's over here on the spot on the side. There are no HVAC vents, but this is a big spot, a big booking converter thing. You have a lot of natural light, so there's a lot of things you can do in here with games, with tables, with chairs, sofas, etc., that are going to really make a space pop. And so now if I imagine my photos again, everything's about the photos. I'm gonna imagine the photographer standing over here. So what can I do with this space here for that shot? So a big thing that I'm looking for on the outside is I like desirable assets that people are going to come to that have got really nice views or water of some kind. So this does not really have either one of those. So if that's the case, then this is all cash flow and our purchase price has to be low enough that it's gonna account for that. I don't like that there are no views. I mean, yes, there are nice horse farms around here that you can see, but there isn't any of that, and there's no like water feature as of now. We could obviously add a pool very simply, but there isn't any of those, which is a little bit of a bummer. Another thing that you can look at, they're talking about adding another bedroom, which is great if the septic tank will allow it. That's a great thing that we look for, is can you add appreciation to a place? So you take a 3-bedroom to a 4-bedroom, and then we can do a cash out refinance based on that, because it's now a 4-bedroom based on comps, and Miss Becky can pick all of that stuff out. And maybe we take this from a $500,000 property to a $600, $700 million property. So that's always something that you can. So we are discussing where would you put a hot tub, a sauna, putting green, etc. If we were to add some fun outdoor amenities. Would you go in the middle of Timbuktu on the other side, or would you put it in a convenient spot on this side? You'll see we often will bicker about a lot of this stuff, but at the end of the day, she always gets what she wants, and she's usually right a lot of times.
Nobody's gonna use the garage door. You have a door that's in the middle there that would be closer to that side, and there's a road right up there with a fence, so it would be way more private on that side.
That road goes right by it.
I win.
On both sides.
That AC unit would be really annoying, actually.
Hey, what'd you say? You gonna say that again? Say it for the camera. The camera didn't hear that.
This side, you could tuck it in here, though.
What she said, just in case you're wondering, is you're right.
It
Landon.
rarely happens.
Big brother, you're correct. The AC units would be very annoying.
We gotta let him win sometime. I'm gonna go back one more time, go through the bedrooms, take my own photos and videos, so I can think through what I would do with the rooms that we have, how I would set them up, and put stuff without the boys. All right, so we would add a wall here, make this a separate bedroom. So something to think about when you're looking at STRs is for rainy days like this, what are people going to do? Where are they going to be? Especially if they're going to be inside, is there a lot of hangout area? So for this particular home, it has a really small living room and not much dining either, which is unfortunate. If we're gonna sleep 10 people here, we like to put up tables that will sit 10 people or seat 10 people. However, I don't think we're gonna be able to do that here, which means we might have to get creative with the bedroom spaces and make hangout areas in the bedroom spaces, or turn something like a screened-in porch into a secondary living room space. If we would turn this into a kid's room and you have sleeping areas here and here, you have this funky corner over here that can be turned into a fun kids space. You could get an infinity table to set that on the floor, get a bunch of floor pillows around that, and make this kind of the area that kids could be if they're not going to be in the living room downstairs.
So I'm just checking out the utilities here to see like their panel, their breaker box. Is there any extra room in here to add a hot tub or a sauna or anything like that? Which it looks here like this is maxed out. So I don't know, would we be able to add another one beside it or on the outside? I'm no electrician, so I'm not even gonna begin to act like I know what I'm doing there, but we'd have to check the amperage that's coming into the house. So the water heater as well is something that we'd have to replace, just because this is not gonna be big enough. I don't think, especially if we add another bedroom and we are sleeping 10 plus people. I don't know that there's gonna be enough, if this is gonna be big enough for that many people. So we'd have to see what we can do to upgrade that. Maybe we add it on the outside here or something like that. All right, everyone, that is a wrap. I hope you guys enjoyed these tips that we look at when we are walking through a property. This is simply some things that my brother, sister, and I look at when we're walking through. We hope you enjoyed it. If you do enjoy this content and you want to see more of it, hit the like and the subscribe button. Appreciate you guys. Until next time, take care. We're out.